You know, something just hit me, and I feel like I just had to say it. Something I want to talk about is like trusting in God and His choices and His decision making. Growing up, I always struggle with that. I believe in God and all that, but I don't think I ever really trusted Him until this point in my life. Like, I never sat down and was like, all right, God, whatever you think is the right decision, like, take those people out of my life. No, I always wanted to control everything. I always wanted to feel like I was in control. Like, I get to choose who stays in my life and who doesn't. And like, that never worked, obviously, because certain people would always come and go. The ones that I didn't want to go would always go. But that was just God saying, hey, those people aren't meant for you. They're not supposed to be in your life. You know, he was like saving me. He was literally saving me so much like heartbreak or so much drama or so much trouble that these people were gonna bring that I didn't see, but he could see that way down, like further down the line. He could see all. So he saw that coming and knew like, hey, just let them go, you know? And like, I'm just now learning that. As at 22 years old, I'm just now realizing like that was the message. To trust him, trust his judgment. Because at the end of the day, you can't change your destiny. And that's what I wanted to lead into. I know we've all seen the movie Kung Fu Panda, right? And even as a kid, even as a little kid, because that used to be my favorite movie. I used to watch that movie every day, nonstop, on repeat. So I knew every little aspect. I knew like all the lines. And as a kid, I used to always wonder, what if Master Shifu didn't send that bird to Shaogan prison? Would Tai Lung have escaped? And let me cook. Because when he sent the rhino patted the bird on its back, and the feather fell down to the bottom where Tai Lung was. And that same feather is the feather that Tai Lung used to escape. So, if Master Shifu didn't send the bird down there, didn't panic, wasn't a scary ass bit. I'm sorry, Master Shifu was scared as shit. But if he wasn't so scary, would that have given Poe more time to train, to become the Dragon Warrior, to know who he is? Would that have given them more time to prepare? If he would have just accepted his fate and his destiny for it being it, instead of trying to control everything. And that was the deeper message behind that whole movie. And I was already thinking of that as a kid. I was like, yo, imagine if he just never sent that bird and he would have just let it naturally happen. He would have had way more time. He would have had so much more time. But he was so scared. He heard Tai Lung was after that ass and got scared. I'm sorry. But he heard Tai Lung was coming and that boy got scared, bro. But I'm not trying to get sidetracked, but pretty much I just wanted to say, don't try to control your fate and just let God do the decision making for you. Trust his judgment. And if you're like me and it was hard for you to understand that, just know that even though you don't get it right now, you will later. It'll make so much sense in the future. Even now, it doesn't make sense to me. Some of the things that go on in my life, in this moment, it makes no sense. I'm like, dang, why can't things happen like this? I wish it could happen like that. But I got to trust his judgment and just say, okay, he knows what he's doing. He knows what's best for me. So I got to just let it play out because it'll make sense in the future. It'll clear up. But that's all I want to say. I didn't want to keep this video long. This dude just parked next to me, and literally I'm in an empty parking spot. I'm in an empty parking lot, and that just kind of blew me. So I'm ending this video now. Y'all have a blessed day.